Hey all, Kurt Sassel here from TGT at C2E2 2011. We're here with Rob from the with the Dragon Sonic boards. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well.
You know, being a martial artist, being a true, not connoisseur, but a true aficionado of wonderful weaponry like this, you know, it's great to see you at a convention, a sci-fi convention, a comic convention, where, you know, it rightly belongs. And how did you get involved with C2E2?
Actually, Reed has New York Anime and New York Comic Con. I've been doing them for the last 4 or 5 years. I do their cut demonstrations there every year, and being an exhibitor just kind of fell into the deal. You know, why don't you try selling them instead of just doing the demonstration? So we set up and did very well, and Reed owns C2E2, so it was a extended jump.
Now I'm going to cut into a video here of you testing out the true live aspect of these blades when you demonstrated on our business card, and that'll take another extra minute on that. But with such weaponry, with such appreciation, you know, how did you get involved with this company though?
Well, my dad was a U.S. Marine drill instructor, and I was raised 3 years in Japan, 3 years in Korea, almost a year in the Philippines. Now then it was Germany, then it was back here, then it was Spain. You know, we were all over the place, and it's just one of those things I picked up was the appreciation of the Japanese culture. And Korea is an extension of Japan. Most people don't realize it was part of Japan until 1945, 850 years on and off. Their cloud sword is identical to a katana except 2 inches longer, and the clay temper line goes off the kasaki instead of following the kasaki around. The quality difference between them is minute, and when you have 6 of your years of your informative years based on either the cloud sword or the katana being right down the street, people practicing them, dojos, martial arts academies, people practicing in their backyards, it just kind of, you know, at 7 years old your eyes get really wide, and it became an addiction for me. I started collecting swords, and when I got back here, all you could get was the decorative garbage, you know, the $25 stainless steel stuff. I took a lot of time and research and found where to get the good blades, bring them in. I make the handles myself so that I can bring them into the country more affordably. With the handles on them, they're a sword. Without the handles on them, they're a thresher blade. You know, they're one of those minute little details that gets you a huge discount when you import them. We have subas from China, Philippines, India, and from Korea on this side, but we also import directly from Japan all the subas on that side. And you'll notice those 4 countries make up the same amount as the 1 country on the other side, and that's because I appreciate the Japanese quality a lot more than anything you can get out of China. China's where you go when you want something mass-produced, not when it's quality. So for me, the blade is just the epitome of what it is to be a man. It's an extension, it's a killing tool, but it's also a work of art. It takes a lot of labor to make them. If you actually look at everything that goes into a katana, which is kind of a generic term, katana refers to a bladed weapon. What most people consider a katana is either a katai or a kodashi or a dashi. Any of those blades, if you look at how much work goes into them, it is an art form. And a lot of people don't appreciate it as an art form.
Well, I mean, with everything that you've done with that, as great of a martial artist as you are, obviously you're continuously learning the crafts and the art, and we never stop truly learning when it comes down to it. But where do you go from here after C2E2 closes?
I actually go back to St. Petersburg, Florida, where we have 3 martial arts academies. Mind if I plug them?
Please.
Hapkido Brothers Martial Arts Academies. We're in Winter Haven, Claremont, and St. Pete. That's where we're going back to. After that, about 2 months down the road, we'll be back to Chicago for ASEN, which we also do a demonstration every year. And we'll also be making swords on the spot for people. The only part we won't make on the spot is the blade. Basically, that's our day-to-day life.
Well, you know, it's a great company. It's a wonderful art, and I'm so glad that you were taking the time to do the interview. But when this all closes up, well, one final question. What personal experiences are you going to take away from this convention?
A lot of drinking. and a lot of misbehaving, and I'm not going to say more than that because I'm on wife number 4, and that's enough. No, I'm kidding. No, it's a great experience whenever you can do demonstrations, whenever you can talk to people and actually get them interested in going to school. I don't care if somebody comes to our school or somebody else's school. It's all about getting students to appreciate the art of the sword. And there are so many martial arts out there that are just overlooked. It seems to be whatever the flavor of the week is really popular, but people overlook the really classic martial arts that have a foundation in history. For me, it's always going to be either karate or hapkido or gundo or sumkundo. For him, it's going to be boxing. You know, for whoever, it could be I don't know, Tai Chi. You just got to find one that fits you and actually study it. You'll feel better about yourself, and it's a great life.
Thanks a lot, Rob. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your time at the convention.
Thank you.